Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, so today we got a article from the New York Times. It's called To Find Love, Rub the Bronze Bulge. It says, groping a statue seemed a little odd, but entire tour groups were doing it, so I did it too in Viola. Alright, so basically, today's topic is on, what's the word I'm looking for? Fables, alright, rituals, alright, and worshiping false gods, alright, and idols, idols, false gods, alright, and so on and so forth. Okay, and as we read through this article, you're gonna get the point. Alright, we're gonna start from the top. It says, Micah spent 60 hours per week loading and delivering packages. He saved his weeks for me, showing up nearly every date with flowers. A Bible college graduate, he often asked how things were between me and that word, how he could pray for me. He dreamed of paying off his student loans and building a home of his own. This was his favorite word, home. I wanted to give him that. I decorated his cinder block basement apartment at Christmas, constructing a faux fireplace out of painted cardboard and string lights. The following year, I spent 9 months hand sewing a quilt for him. But whenever we tried to date, I was seized by a growing panic, a gut-level certainty that this wasn't the life I wanted. The only way to shake it off was to take a break. During these intervals, I would first feel peace and relief, followed by loneliness, remorse, and a fear that the Most High had sent me my one chance at happiness. I had turned him away. All right, this is another state, the state of women, all right, not even knowing what the fuck they want. It says, we'd get back together, try again, the cycle would repeat. And that guy, hey, man, as soon as she did that, man, even if you didn't lay with her, man, she'd fucking throw her away. She's a waste of space. It says, the night he finally told me no, enough is enough, he presented me with a brand new MacBook Pro laptop. And this guy's a simp. He said he believed in me and wanted to invest in my dreams, even if we couldn't have a life together. A consolation laptop. My mother said it was the weirdest breakup she ever heard of. All right, so he good. He did say, fuck it and just leave. But fucking left her with a MacBook Pro. What type of shit is that? All right, it says if you do that with every girl that didn't work out right, you'd be a broke motherfucker. I'll tell you that. We were both new to dating and didn't know the usual script for breakups, but I knew what to do about a broken heart. Leave South Carolina and return to France. Years before, after another romantic rejection, I went to teach English in a program sponsored by the French government. Alright, and I didn't want to read all this, but I guess you really got it to get the story down at the bottom. Alright, it says, now the program returned to my mind, first triggered by spam attack from a former French colleague's hacked account. Then by an ad on Facebook reminding me that I was still at 29, barely within the age limit to do it again. I no longer entertained a sense of romance about uprooting myself, but the feeling of being stuck outweighed my qualms. I applied, signed the contract, arranged my visa, and made plans to move to Grenoble, an alpine college town with an idyllic Google image internet presence. I routed my trip through Paris and planned several days stopover at an Airbnb in the 20th arrondissement. Ashley, my last single friend, joined for this leg. Like me, Ashley was adrift. We were too young to be disenchanted, but past the age of going off to find ourselves. We settled on being companionably lost. We found ourselves wandering Père Lachaise Cemetery on a sunny afternoon in early September. That grave looks familiar, Ashley said, eyeing a raised crypt with a statue of a man lying prone along the length of it. I think it's famous. Probably, I said. Most things in Paris are. And it said, as if on cue, a group of tourists shuffled past and gathered around the monument. Ashley typed the name of the grave's occupant into the search engine on her phone, and it gave me a summary. Victor Noir, pen name for Parisian journalist Yvonne Salmon, was shot by Napoleon Bonaparte III's cousin Pierre, opposed French imperialism. Ah, I said, you're right then, famous. I turned to make my way along the row of other notable figures, but Ashley kept reading. This says his grave is a big deal in Paris. The artist who created his statue and repose managed to sneak in a prominent bulge into the crotch of the statue's trousers. It's a fertility symbol or something. Any woman who kisses Victor's lips, rubs his bulge and shoes, and places a flower in his top hat will have a baby or find a husband within a year. That's what this says. Ashley and I peered over the shoulders of the tour group. The statue was indeed remarkably well endowed and significantly shinier in certain areas than others, as though it received a brisk buffing on the regular. Buried in her phone again, Ashley laughed. The women on the tour group appreciated the statue one by one, lips bulged toes. After they moved on to the next stop in their tour, we found ourselves along with Monsieur Noir. Are you going to do it? I asked. Being a follower of Jeebus, alright, I'll just say, comes with certain expectations of conduct and purity. But this was just a statue, not to mention a cultural experience. Surely God could appreciate the comedy and the spirit of the thing. Alright. It says, oh heck yeah, Ashley said. And so we shined the statue. In turn, we sent our request into the universe. Ashley gave him a confident apology, I an apologetic stroke. Alright, so we're going to stop right there, alright? And we're going to show you this thing that we're speaking of. Alright, here we go. Alright. This is what you get. Alright, so that shows you, man, the fall, and really what this is, it's pretty much a witchcraft ritual. Alright, this is essentially a witchcraft ritual that people are doing. Alright, they're worshiping an idol. Alright, and hey, you know, just, this is shit you can't even think this shit up, man. This is shit that actually happens, you know. I didn't even see it. Like, when I first read it, I was like, alright. But as I read more, I'm like, man, I got to do a lesson on this. It didn't seem anything super interesting until I came around here. I'm like, man, this shit's ridiculous. I got to make a lesson on this. Alright, and I guess you even got, you know, Moe's doing it. So, hey, man, this shit's fucking stupid. Alright, and you have to lay the flour, alright, and rub all. So, hey, it's a ritual. Alright, it's a ritual. Or a sacrifice, alright? A ritual or sacrifice, alright? Let's grab, now let's speak on, now she's talking about, we'll just say it for the sake of saying it. Alright, now the true name of the son is Yahweh Shai. The true name of the father is Yahweh. When you're calling them, you're supposed to say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Alright, but the world ignorantly calls the Father God and the Son Jesus Christ. Alright, so she says being a follower of Jesus comes with a certain expectation of conduct and purity, alright, and modesty, alright, you know, supposedly, alright, for Yahweh Shai it does, alright, but for Jesus you can basically get away with that, whatever, because he doesn't exist. It says certain expectations of conduct and purity, but this was a statue, not to mention a cultural experience. Surely God could appreciate the comedy and the spirit of the thing. All right, it doesn't matter. You being a woman, all right, if you go and it doesn't matter if it's a real man or not, this is not modest. All right, this is not purity. All right, this is not right. This is going off. This is wicked. All right, it's stupid. All right, it's folly. All right, and you're basically worshiping and you're laying around in a cemetery. And it's a fucking witchcraft ritual, man. It's a witchcraft, and it's dealing with fertility and all that. All right, and you know all these rituals, these fertility rituals. All right, they have a bunch of them. Okay, it says surely God could appreciate the comedy and the spirit of the thing. No, not when you're absolutely not. No, you're gonna say God's okay with this. All right, or this. All right, no. No, you fucking people are gone, man. You're lost. All right, let's grab Exodus 20:3. And what you're doing with this statue, all right, is you're worshiping it as a god. All right. Now let's look up the definition of God. All right. All right. We're gonna get skip the first one because that's who the Most High really is the creator and the ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being, the omnipotent being. That's who Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is. But these false gods, here. Verse 2, in certain other religions, all right, which false religions, okay, a superhuman being or a spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes, a deity, all right. So and what else does it go back? It goes back into the word demon, all right, and I think it should get knowledge, all right. Knowledge should be one of the words for that. A supernatural being, being in nature between gods and humans, all right. Inspiring force, all right. So basically, you're worshiping a demon, all right, or like it says, you're worshiping a spirit, supposedly, this deity. You're saying, oh, he's not a god. We're not worshiping him like God. It says in definition 2, a superhuman being, all right, or a spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes. What is fortune? All right, that's something that comes. Let's grab that. All right, because if you think this thing's gonna get you pregnant or get you, this thing's gonna be able to get a man to get you pregnant or marry you, you're worshiping it as a god. It says chance or luck as an external arbitrary force affecting human affairs. All right, fortune. All right, so you think that by doing this, all right, it's gonna bring you it's gonna give you good fortune. All right, that you got this. All right, you got the rubbing the Buddha. All right, all these things. Those are you're basically setting up gods for yourselves. All right, that's what you're doing. All right, so this person to you would be a god. All right, this is an idol. All right, as you can see, they do it so much that it's polished the damn thing. Let's get So yes, you are worshiping as a god, and what does it say about that? Exodus 20:3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. All right, it says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or in the earth beneath, or what is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon their children unto the third and fourth generations of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So, hey, man. What you're doing when you do that, you are worshiping a god, all right? So no true. I mean, we know you're worshiping Jesus, so you're more likely an Edomite. So it really doesn't matter with you. You don't have any savior in the first place. But this, like all these lessons aren't meant for you. They're meant for the elect, all right? So as a Hebrew Israelite, all right, as a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, all right, and we say so-called because you really go back to the tribe of Israel, all right, and the respective tribes, all right, throughout the house of Israel, all right, the 12 tribes. Okay, you're not to be going after and doing all these weird rituals. All right, you have one true power you're supposed to worship. All right, it's Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, no one else. All right, no one else. Not Jesus or this Victor guy or whoever or Buddha. None of them. All right. And this right here, by definition, would be considered you've basically made it into a god. All right. This statue, all right, or this person, the statue of this dead dude, okay? You've basically set it up as an idol, all right? I'm not saying the Israelites have, but these people have, all right? And if you were to go over there and do that, hey, that's wicked, all right? We're touching on what she said. She said, surely God could appreciate the comedy and spirit of the thing. Absolutely not. He just said that thou shalt have no other gods before me. And by definition, by how you paint this person to be, they would be considered a god, all right? A false god, of course, because there's really only the one God is, the only God's Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? The Father and the Son, all right? But the way you've set this up as an idol, all right, as something to worship, you've set him up as a god, all right, as if he was a god, all right? And you're worshiping as if he was one, all right? That's why the term false god is there, okay? So let's continue on, all right? So we already know you're not supposed to have any other gods before the Most High, Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? So yes, now it's more likely, like I said, an Edomite woman speaking on this. But hey, if any of you Jakes were in this mindset, all right, hey, that's going off. Okay. Now it says, let's grab Exodus 34 and 14 through 15. It says in 14, for thou shalt worship no other god, for the Lord whose name is jealous is a jealous power. All right. It says, let thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their powers, and do sacrifice unto their powers, or their gods. We'll just say, because they don't have any powers for them. It says, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. All right, and down here, if we go, it says sacrifice. All right, it says go whoring after their gods, and do whoring unto their Slakia, and go whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods. Slakia. All right, let's grab the term sacrifice. What does that mean? All right,
Sacrifice.
it means the act of slaughtering an animal or person, or surrendering a possession as an offering to God, or to any or to a divine or supernatural figure. Now, supernatural or superhuman has come up quite a few times. Just for the sake of it, I want to grab what that means. All right, superhuman. All right. It says, all right, having or showing exceptional ability or powers. That's no. God-like. All right. Exceed those usually found in humans. All right, so yeah, nothing too much there. All right, but hey, sacrifice, and it says or surrendering a possession. All right, and what are you supposed to do? You're to that thing. All right, you're supposed to submit a rose to it. All right, or did it set it up here? It said yeah, and place a flower on top of his top hat, and you will have a baby or find a husband within a year. All right, so that would be considered a sacrifice. So you've sacrificed to a false god now. All right, by doing that. All right, and you see how the women that are let's grab it again. You see how the women that are sacrificing and worshiping this idol are looking. All right, and I don't know if they're gonna take down the video for it. All right, they've let worse things on. All right, they've let entirely worse things on. But this is the. Does this seem natural? Does this seem like a normal thing to you? Does this man, I don't know. You should just be able to look at it and tell that this make no fucking sense. All right, and that it's folly and it's wickedness. All right, and you can see, look, all the areas that they're supposed to do are in the flowers. Hey man, wickedness. All right, and you're worshiping a false god by doing that. All right, well, we're not worshiping it, we're just doing it. It's worshiping. By the definition, it's worshiping. Well, he's not a god. By definition, you've made him one. All right, into an idol. Of course, he has no true power, but you've set him up as he did. All right. So no, you are worshiping. All right, you are worshiping. You are sacrificing. All right, and just look at these women, man. No wonder why they haven't found a fucking husband yet. Look, why would you want that? Why would you want a woman that would do that in public? You know, why? You know, well, what if that was just a photo shoot? So fucking what if it was a photo shoot? All right, there's other women that are doing it. I assure you, not all of these were photo shoots. All right, you got this one right here, and she's not even dressed modestly. Or you got this one. Look at that. Let's go back to that one. We missed it, but look, man. Oh, here it is. This shit's ridiculous. Look, she's fully naked, man. She don't even got a top. Oh, man, this place got to go. This place got to go. All right, once again, let's get Exodus 34 and 14. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. All right, and we're saying God, but, you know, it's power. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. All right, so hey, man, this shit's ridiculous. All right, and I closed out that because we're not going to look at any more of that follow. You got the picture. All right, we got it. We see what the women are doing. All right, we don't need to see it anymore. All right, so I mean, I guess the good thing is that we know that those people don't have husbands, huh? But hey, you know, they could be whores for all we know. Honestly, they seem to be. More than likely are. Leviticus 26 and 1 says, Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your power. All right, and even if you weren't the one that set up the statue, all right, you're setting it up as in, you know, giving it the ability to be worshipped. All right, just by going there and doing that. Okay, so that is wicked. Okay, and we're not going to continue reading on any more of this. You know, she's probably going to say that she found love with him, and she said, and she did it too, and then Viola. All right, we're gonna actually close out this article because we don't need it anymore. All right, it's just scriptures. All right. So yeah, so that's what we got with these setting up these idols. We got a few more scriptures. Let's continue. Let's read this one more again. Leviticus. I was seeing if I wanted to read down. Yeah, Leviticus 26:1. Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image. Now let's grab let's see what idol means. All right, real quick. Look at this. That's a wonderful thing. False gods. All right. Of naught. Good for nothing. Workless. All right. And if you know, the British brothers know when you say of naught, you know, that term's still used over there. In America, not so much. But naught means nothing. All right. Not of naught. Good for nothing. Worthless. Of false gods. All right. It says good for nothing. An analogy, vain or vanity. Specifically an idol. An idol. No value. Thing of naught, all right, a thing of nothingness, all right. So, hey, man, it's not gonna get you anything. You think, oh, I'm a what actually happened? What actually happened? Well, so, all right. If it did work, what you did was witchcraft, all right, what you did, and that's you know, that still comes of the Lord, all right. The Lord, if the Lord didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't have happened, all right. But you did it on the left-hand side, all right. Leviticus 26:1. Once again, ye shall make you no idols, all right, nor graven images or image, neither rear ye up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your power. All right, so this little Victor guy or Buddha or, you know, whatever other weird idols you have there's a bunch of wacky shit. I don't even know about this. I don't know. Not that I know. I might have heard about it a long time ago, perhaps. I don't remember it until I saw this, and I said, wow, it didn't seem familiar until I saw the statue, and I wondered if I'd seen it somewhere before. I don't know. I probably heard about it somewhere, I'm sure. But, yeah, man, these worldly people are fucking crazy, man. You're going to rub the toes of the crotch and kiss the statue and then place it. Now, you know how many women have probably had their fucking fish factories all over that goddamn thing? It's disgusting, man. Disgusting. Jeremiah 25:6. We're going to get it over here. It says, and go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hand, and I will do you no hurt. All right, so when you're doing that, what you're doing is provoking the Lord to take you out. All right, and if that ends up happening, hey, man, you called it on yourself. Let's get definition of worship. All right, it says to bow down. And is that not what you see these women doing? Bowing down to it, essentially. To stoop, to crouch, all right, to fall down, to worship, all right, before God and worship, all right, that's what you've done, all right, before false gods, all right, not before God, not before the Most High in worship, but before false gods in worship, that's what you've done, all right, so that's what worship is, all right, it says, see, prostrate, let's get the definition of prostrate. To stretch out, all right, to flat, to spread eagle. Hey, we saw all those things. All right. You have to bow down to kiss it, do you not? So hey, that's worship. And what does it say about that? Jeremiah 25:6. And go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. All right. So hey, don't do it. All right. It's stupid, man. This is Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. All right, Victor. I also said Victor Vran. I think that's from some video game or something. But Victor Noir. All right, and I don't want to even see these pictures anymore. Victor Noir. All right. Buddha. All right. All these Jesus Christ. All right. Hey, guess what? Those are gods of the nations. Okay. Well, what about Jesus? Jesus was from Israel. No, Jesus is a white man. All right, with dirty blonde hair and blue eyes that Esau made. All right, and he doesn't exist. All right. The person that spoke of in the Bible, all right, his name is Yahushai. All right, and they replaced his name with Jesus. All right, to set our people aside. Now you're under that Jesus juice, and now you can't get out of it. All right, well, Jesus is the name. I wouldn't want to say anything bad about Jesus, because what if he does exist? What if that is really his name? If you're stuck on that, man, you're done. All right. Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. All right. Let's grab another one. We'll save this for the end, actually. Let me grab it so I don't forget it, though. How did it go? What was it? Slakia. It was, I already got KJV. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. This is Judges 10 and 14. We're going to save that until the end, though. All right. Actually, no, we're going to save it right here. We're going to save it for right there. All right. Once again, Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heaven. All right. So, hey, Victor, Noir, Buddha, none of them made the heavens. All right. That was Yahweh Shemiao Shai. All right. That was the Most High. He did it. All right. No one else. All right. He did it. Now, this is, actually, we're going to grab it now because we're moving on to the other topic. This is Judges 10 and 14. It reads, Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So, hey, if you're setting up Victor Noir or Buddha or any of these other people, hey, when the time comes, when nukes are getting dropped on Babylon the Great, and it will come, all right, it's coming extremely soon, mind you. When that comes, all right, and there's people getting ravaged and murdered and their heads busted open in the middle of the streets, all right, go and call on Victor Noir, all right, or Buddha or Jesus Christ. See where that's gonna get you, all right, because it ain't gonna get you anywhere, all right. As it says one more time, Judges 10 and 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in your time of tribulation, all right. Because guess what? The Most High ain't gonna do it, all right. The Most High ain't gonna do it, and that's for you Jakes, all right? Because those other nations, they can call on anything and it ain't gonna work, all right? They can call on anything and it ain't gonna work. They have no God, all right, at all right? Because all these other false gods, guess what? They didn't do anything. They didn't create the heavens. They're basically, they're no different than a box of Oreos, all right? They don't do anything, all right? Actually, you know what? A box of Oreos would get you more done because a box of Oreos could at least make you gain weight. These other things won't do anything. All right, will lead you to your destruction and lead you astray. Okay, so when that comes and you're still, all about these false gods, all right, and you're worshiping, hey, when the time of tribulation comes, all right, go and call on them and see where it gets you. All right, and I'll tell you right now, it ain't gonna get you anywhere. All right, it's gonna get you nowhere fast but destruction. All right. So next topic that we're getting on, all right, it's in the same vein, all right, as they say, okay. Is superstitions, all right? Because not only is this setting up a false god, and we're going to get rid of this guy, all right, right here, because I'm sick of seeing these harlotty-ass women, all right, just doing what they do. So it's in the same vein as a superstition, all right? Now, this is also a false god. In that case, it was a false god. You basically set up an idol for yourself, all right? But now we are on the topic of superstitions, because not only was it that, it's also a superstition. It started as a superstition, all right? Now, let's get the definition of superstition first. Superstition. And I pulled up 2 articles of just common superstitions. All right. It says a superstition is any belief or practice considered by non-practicers to be irrational. Irrational means thinking, talking, or cognition without the inclusion of rationality. All right. So basically, just for no point. Supernatural. All right. Thought by non-practitioners to be irrational, supernatural, attributed to fate or magic, perceived by supernatural influence, or fear of what is unknown. All right. It says it is commonly applied to beliefs and practices surrounding luck, amulets, astrology, fortune telling, and spirits, and certain paranormal entities. All right. It says also the word superstition. All right. Check this out. Also, the word superstition is often used to refer to a religion not practiced by the majority of given society, regardless of whether the prevailing religion contains alleged superstitions to all religions by the anti-religious. So the anti-religious, these heathens, they call what we do a superstition. All right, but hey, man, they're gonna find out. Hey, they're gonna find out. Says religious beliefs. We're not gonna get on that. Basically, we got it already. All right, belief considered by non-practitioners to be irrational, supernatural, attributed to fate or magic. All right, and that's what these people do. They say it's fate, or they say, it's Mother Earth, or it's karma, or it's the way the world works, or it's what's another word? It's what else do they call man, like the fate of the world. All right, they use all these things. So hey, man, we aren't supposed to be believing in all those things when we're in the truth, all right? And dealing with magic, and you're wearing an amulet. That comes back to faith, man, all right? And a lot of these are set up, when we read them, they're not going to make any damn bit of sense, all right? Let's read them. We got a couple here, all right? And bear with me one moment. All right, slack you. I'll be right back. Bear with me. All right, slack you for that. All right, let's continue on. It says 10 common superstitions, and we're not going to even read any of the title text. We're just going to go in. All right, Friday the 13th is bad luck. All right, it says, slack you. One version of the origin is that the superstition is that Judas Iscariot was the 13th guest at the Last Supper, and Yahushua was crucified on a Friday. It says, itchy palm is good luck. All right. It says, where's the origin? Guess it doesn't have one. So, let's see here. It says walking under a ladder is bad luck. When you walk through the triangle, it's thought that you tempt the fates. You also run the risk of awakening spirits that live within the triangle, including evil spirits that may not be happy with disturbance. I don't know where they got that from. All right. And they have a way to get out of it. Breaking a mirror. Finding a horseshoe is supposed to be good luck. And luck does not exist. Luck is not a thing, all right? That goes back to karma and luck. It's not a thing. Hey, if the Most High has it planned for you, has it planned for you, all right? It says opening umbrella inside, bad luck. Where is it? One common superstition holds that because umbrellas shade us from the sun, they're somehow magical. It says, but when an umbrella is opened out of the ways of the sun, it offends the sun god. There you go. There you go, Jake. There you go. What is this part of? All right, you're offending the sun. You worship the fucking sun god? Is that what you're doing, Jake? Well, why would you fucking... All these go back to, like, false gods and idols. Most of them do. All right, or just stupidity in general. Let's see. Knock twice on wood, reverse bad luck. All right. Said this custom may have originated with Christians offering thanks for good fortune with a gesture. And no. Tossing spilt salt over your shoulder. Black cats are bad luck. All right. God bless you is good luck. It's not good luck, but it is a good thing to say. All right. I'm not going to say this, it says in Europe it was believed anybody who sneezed, they believed the person was expelling evil spirits. Hey, man, So, hey, let's continue on. We got more. Beginner's luck. Find a penny, pick it up, and every day you'll have, and all day long you'll have good luck. That whole thing. All right. Don't walk on a ladder. Black cats crossing your path. A rabbit's foot. All right. Bad luck comes in threes. Breaking mirrors. All right. This number is, it's the number of the beast. All right. So that's not. I don't even know why that's in there. Knock on wood. Make a wish on a wishbone. Cross your fingers. No umbrellas inside. Friday the 13th. All right. And so on. So hey, man. these fables, man. What is a fable? Define fable. All right, it says a. Here we go. This one we're looking for. Fictitious tales. All right, what does fictitious mean? Because we got to go into it's fictitious because a lot of Jake don't know what it means because they be reading pseudopigraphas, not knowing what pseudopigrapha means. All right, fictitious. All right, just so you know, not real or true, being imaginary or having been fabricated. So these things have been fabricated, man. Those black cat or walking under a ladder or doing it. Not walking under a ladder isn't bad luck. It's just fucking common sense, man. Because if someone's working up there, they can drop a goddamn brick on your head. All right, or you can knock them down. That's it. That's all it is. It's just common. Why the fuck would you walk under a ladder in the first place? It's stupid. And now you can't walk under ladders because it's got the little hinge that you'd have to like duck and shit and like crawl on the ground to get under it. All right. But this is Colossians 2:6 and 2:8. It says, "As ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushai, the Lord, so walk ye in him." All right, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Does that mean celebrating Thanksgiving? No, it does not. Verse 8, "Beware lest any man spoil you through the philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach." All right, what is philosophy? God damn, can I just get the definition? They have fucked Google up royally. All right, they have royally fucked this fucking website over. It used to be so much better years ago, and they fucking just add ads everywhere. It's just a piece of shit now. It says philosophy. Particular system of philosophical thought. All right, how are we gonna know what that means if we don't know what fucking philosophy means? Can you just give it to us? All right, it's basically ideologies. All right, going down to it, it's ideologies. All right. Let's see, philosophical, relating to the devotion, a study, fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. All right, and it's basically trying to figure out, like that. What's the purpose of life and all that stuff? Well, we already know what that is. All right, these people have been studying this for years and still don't fucking know. All right, it's a damn shame. Particular system of philosophical thought, it's basically a specific type of thought. All right, and vain deceit. All right, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world. What are rudiments? Let's grab rudiments. After the rudiments. All right, out of the basics, the fundamentals. All right, the principles of the world. All right, and not after Hamashiach. All right, so these are things that aren't of the Lord. All right, they're the black cat was bad. Why? Why is it bad luck? Well, because it's black cat. It's just it's the witches had them. Okay. Witches also wore dresses too, or is can you not wear a dress now? All right. I'm sure witches ate as well. Can you not eat? All right. Are you not allowed to eat? Are you not allowed to drink water because of witch ate or drink? All right. What does the cat have to do with anything? All right. Let's go on to 1 Timothy 1 and 4. Neither. I want to read up. Let's see. No, let's start here at 1 Timothy 1 and 4. All right. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do. All right. So don't be giving into these fables, man. If you're Jake White, I gotta step on a crack, break Mama's back, or I broke a mirror, I'm gonna have 7 years of bad luck. It's man. Come on now. Can you not see how fucking ridiculous it sounds, man? Honestly. Well, you may have never been superstitious. I had to, man. Every Jake was superstitious back in the world. Most of them were. We all had something. That we did. Like see if I can find. Well, what did I used to do that was a superstition? See, trying to think. Oh yeah. Putting your hat on your bed. Putting the hat on the bed. I was taught that one. I was taught that by my mom. All right. So hey, but my mom on that side, she's an Edomite. So they had all those fables. That I think they were all into that stuff. I think she got it from her mom and so on and so forth. But You know, it was you can't put a hat on the bed. I guess it was just so-called bad luck or whatever. I couldn't do it. I used to do that one, but that was more of a habit because I couldn't do it. Couldn't set a hat there, you know, because something would be said. All right, and then it just stuck with me, and I just wouldn't do it. All right, do I do it anymore? Hell no, man. Do I care if I break a mirror now? Hell no. You know, if I spilt a little bit of salt, you know, like that's another thing. You know, I heard that story. I used to do that every once in a while when I spilt salt back in the world and stuff. But the other night, I was out eating. And for like a split second in my head, I spilt some salt, and for a split second in my head in the back, I was like, oh, you gotta throw it over your shoulder? I was like, fuck no, I don't. That's dumb. Why would I have to do that? Alright? Well, those demons, they're gonna be there. They're gonna try to get you to do something. I'm like, that fucking doesn't make that. You know how stupid throwing some fucking salt over your shoulder, man? Why? For what? You just spilt more salt doing that. It says, 1 Timothy 1:4, neither give heed to the fables and endless genealogies which minister questions, rather than godly edifying which is in faith. So do. All right, so hey, have faith, man. It all goes back to faith and trusting in the Lord. All right, you broke a mirror, so what? All right, a black cat walked in front of you, so what, man? So, what's it gonna do? You know, rub up on you and what? You pet it? Oh no, you better look because you had a black cat. No, nope. 1 Timothy 4:7. But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. All right, exercise yourself rather unto godliness. All right, faith, trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not whatever the hell that is, man. Honestly, refuse profane and old wives' fables, man. There's so many list of old wives' fables. Let's do that. List of old wives' tales. Totally fake. All right, 14 popular old wives' tales that are completely fake. What do we got? Swimming after eating will give you debilitating cramps. All right, I've swam after eating. It won't do that. Chewing gum stays in your stomach for 7 years. Human urine heals jellyfish stings. Coffee stunts your growth. Plucking gray hairs will make more hair grows in. Sitting close to the TV ruins your eyes. It hurts your eyes, but ruin. Cats suck babies' breath. All right, they'll suck the breath out of babies. Yeah, that was a story that was told. Shaven hair makes it grow back thicker, which I think that one has some. I think that one actually has some basis to it. It says hair of the dog cures a hangover. Says some of these are gonna throw in that actually do work. Okay, but most of these are fake. Hair of the dog cures a hangover, and you know if you do drink alcohol, you're not gonna be hungover anymore. It is true. Cracking knuckles can cause arthritis. That's BS. Eating carrots will give you better eyesight. Well, you know we do know that. Vegetables, fruits, and herbs, you know, do have health benefits, all right? It says being cold will give you one. That's a lie, too. It's from a virus, all right? That's an affliction, all right? Not the cold weather won't give it to you, all right? People were cold for a long time, but didn't get colds. It says 5-second rule. We ate spiders night in our sleep, all right? So, hey, a bunch of those old wives' tales, man. Old wives' tales. Said... 1 Timothy 4:7, but refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. All right, so don't give in to those, man. Hey, what should you be doing? You should be, following after Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So 2 Peter 1:16. Then we're gonna close out. See, it says, "For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power of the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but were eyewitnesses of His majesty." All right, so hey, don't follow after these cunningly devised fables, all right, these old wives' tales, these superstitions, all right, these false gods, all right, because all of these go back to false gods and worshiping, not trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, all of it goes back to not trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, and hey, that'll lead to your death, man, and no, the Most High doesn't think it's funny that you did that, all right, no, it's wicked. All right, you can't go and do that while you're in this truth, all right, or while you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Because if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, you only have one God, all right, one power, all right, that you're supposed to be worshiping, and that's Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, the Father and the Son. Okay, not 30,000 different ones, all right, only Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right. So hey, with that, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. It's a little different than the stuff I usually do, but man, it was ridiculous. You got to see those women. We'll see if the video they might just label it for adults only. All right. Technically, it didn't show anybody. It didn't show any parts. All right. You didn't see any. You didn't see no box. All right. You didn't see any titty in the video. All right. You saw a side, but hey, it wasn't shown. There's women that showed just as much as that on YouTube. All right. So if they take it down, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But hey, we don't know. They might. But hey, Lord willing, it stays up and you can get edification off of it. So with that, I'm going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakmadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Till the next one, Lord willing, shalom.